Welcome to Manila, a city of vibrant chaos and hidden shadows. This is the story of Cristel, an 18-year-old Filipina from Manila, a greedy girl with no respect for her family. She thought she'd struck gold scamming a foreign tourist online, but the man she targeted was a demon, and her actions would lead to her shame and downfall. I'm here to guide you through her last days. Are you ready? Let's step into the heat of Manila and the chill of the unknown.
It was a humid night in Manila, the kind that makes you feel sticky all over. I sat in my small apartment in Quiapo, my laptop glowing with opportunity. I don't care about my mom or my sibling, they're always nagging me about honor and family, but that's boring to me. I've been scamming tourists for months. Fake tour packages, stories about a sick mom I don't even help. They're so easy to fool, especially the American foreigners. Then I got a message from James, an American tourist. He wanted a private tour of my area with no budget limit. I grinned. He's super rich. I tripled the price, laughed at my family's whining in my head, and he agreed. Meet me at Fort Santiago tomorrow, 6 p.m., he said. More cash for me, no care for them.
Fort Santiago, a historic fortress in Intramuros, was quiet that evening, the golden hour casting long shadows over its stone walls. Crystal arrived early, her cheap tour guide badge pinned on, her mind buzzing with greed. James appeared right on time, tall, pale, with a wide-brimmed hat and sunglasses, even in the dim light. His smile was too wide, and his voice a low rumble that made Crystal's skin prickle. But the promise of money drowned out her instincts, and her disrespect for her family fueled her arrogance.
It was so hot today, I just wanted to get this foreigner's money quickly. He handed me a wad of pesos up front. More than I expected. Ha ha ha. Lead the way, he said, his voice like stone. I started my usual talk about Intramuros, pointing out the old cannons, the dungeons, all while plotting how to squeeze more money from him. But this James kept asking weird questions about the Spanish massacres, the executions, how much blood had soaked into the stones. His sunglasses slipped, and I saw his eyes, red, glowing like fire. I forced a laugh, thinking it was the heat. "You're a curious one," I said, pocketing his cash. He just smiled wider, and my gut twisted. But I didn't care, as long as I got paid. He even told me his wife died, and he was thinking of suicide. Why is this fool telling me this? I don't care. In fact, I am happy she did. Serves you right. It felt weird though, like a test. I never did this before, from a stupid foreigner I was scamming.
As they ventured deeper into the building, the air grew heavy, the shadows darker. James told her that he only appeared rarely overseas, but traveled only when he sensed the worst in people. Crystal was confused. There wasn't many people around, which Crystal thought was unusual. James's questions turned sinister. How many souls had been lost here? Did Crystal believe in demons? She scoffed, but his presence was very, very unsettling now. The lighted room of the dungeon they were in dimmed suddenly. He stopped walking and turned towards her, removing his hat. Horns sprouted from his skull, his skin peeling back to reveal snake-like scales. "You thought you could scam me, Crystal?" he growled, his voice echoing off the walls like thunder. "I know what is in your heart. You are one of the most wicked I have ever seen. That's why I am here. You will have a choice." He didn't kill her, though. Instead, he marked her with a curse, one that would shame her before all of Manila.
I tried to run, but the dungeon door slammed shut, the air burning hot, his face twisted, fangs, glowing eyes, a tail whipping behind him. "I travel the world to shame souls like yours," he said, greedy, with no respect. I begged, throwing the money at him, shouting, "Ipagaw, forgive me." But he laughed, his claw piercing my forehead, and I felt a burning pain, like my skin was on fire. Then he vanished. But I knew something was wrong.
Crystal stumbled out of building, her forehead burning with a glowing mark, a demonic sigil that pulsed red. She hid from her mother, who was a good Catholic woman, but she saw her, knowing the mark of evil on her. She ran away, but the mark had spread. words appearing on her skin. Greedy, no respect. The curse made her crimes visible to all. Her neighbors pointed and whispered, "She's a scammer. She worships evil. Look at the symbols." Her mom wept in shame. Her sibling turned away, refusing to speak to her. The town turned against her. Vendors refused her service. Children threw stones, and her online scams were exposed on local forums and Facebook. Crystal's greed and disrespect had branded her an outcast, her life unraveling in disgrace.
I can't take the shame anymore. The mark on my skin won't go away. Everyone can see my sins. My mom is crying. She won't even look at me. My sibling won't talk to me. At the market, they won't sell to me. Online, everyone knows what I did. I have no face left. So I ran to the sea near Manila Bay. The wave's the only thing that would take me.
Crystal's body washed ashore the next day, the demonic mark still glowing on her skin, a testament to her shame. Locals whispered of the demon tourist who roamed the Philippines, punishing the greedy and disrespectful with curses worse than death. They say he's still out there, booking tours, waiting for his next victim. In Manila, greed and disrespect can lead to a fate more haunting than you can imagine. So the next time you think you've outsmarted a stranger, make sure they're human. Crystal's story is a warning. Greed and disrespect for your family can lead to shame and despair. This is the end of her tale, but the demon tourist journey continues.